Okay, my name is Abby Kaufman. I am interviewing Victoria. She is the owner of Bear Waxing and Skincare Center. Today is Wednesday, October 15th, and it's located in Tallahassee, Florida. So Victoria, what made you decide to open up your own business?
What made me decide to open up my business was previously I was working at another establishment that provided waxing, and I had conflict with how things were done there, and I decided to open up my own place to ensure that waxing is done correctly, safely, and is done honorably for the clientele, men, women, and anything in between.
So who or what inspired you to want to just take over?
Who inspired me to take over, you mean?
Just to start your own business and go out on a limb and...
Well, this isn't my first business. This is probably like my fifth.
Okay.
What has inspired me is, in my culture, Greeks always owned their own business, and my parents have owned their own businesses, so it was just natural to own my own business.
This is a family lifestyle.
Yes.
What are some of the other businesses that you owned?
Catering and also restaurants, and then we've also always been in the beauty industry.
Has this been your favorite? Is this one you want to stick with? Or you have any other plans for different things?
This is my favorite.
You're sticking with this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me about your day-to-day routine.
My day-to-day routine, as far as the business is
Yes.
concerned, we come in, we make sure everything is looking presentable, clean, sanitary, and we start our day by greeting our clients, bringing them in, finding out what their needs and wants are, and then providing outstanding service for them in a safe manner, and also the proper manner, using our own technique that was developed by me here at Bear Waxing, and then providing that service, and then educating their clients on their skin and how to take care of their area that they've been waxed, and then recommend them to come back another time depending upon the type of skin and what service.
Can you expand on what you guys developed here specifically?
We developed the wax that we use and the procedure and how it's done.
Which is different than other places?
Yes.
What specifically is different about it?
It's a trade secret. It's a proprietary trade secret, and my entire staff is hand trained and picked by me, and also my daughter Athena. And what we do is we train them on our technique on how it is to be done. They're also trained in different types of wax, a strip wax versus a hard wax. They learn both ways. We have developed our own hard wax and own strip wax. We could do Brazilian with a strip wax in a safe manner too. A lot of people giving it a bad rap, but it's basically the technique that is used and your skill set. If you don't have the good skill set down, it doesn't matter how good your wax is, it's not going to happen. It's not going to do a good job.
And where did you learn all these things?
California, New Jersey, New York, and Florida. And I had a mentor by the name of Diana, and she actually hand trained me.
Wow. So what makes you different from another waxing center?
Again, it's skill set, and basically we are a waxing center that is able to utilize different types of waxes. Not one wax is going to work for everybody. A lot of places think that all wax is great, this, that, and the other thing, but we have find you have different types of skin, different types of hair, texture, thickness, just to make it a little bit simpler if you understand. And what you do is you have to understand the mythology about, the type of skin people have, what kind of medications they're on. That's what makes it different than other waxing centers, because our girls are handpicked and they're trained by me and by other staff members to ensure that they have full knowledge of medication that a client might be on, the types of skin that they have, the types of wax that is properly recommended for that type of skin, to do an outstanding service.
Awesome. And as I said, I've gotten many recommendations from you, but what specifically do you think keeps your customers coming back?
Customer service and service.
Service?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Now, how did you obtain the startup capital to start this business?
I use my own personal finances.
Awesome. And how much time, money, and planning did it take to open this business?
It took me to open up this one place about $12,000. And basically it took about, I'd say about 2-3 months to get it going. That meant getting your licenses, your equipment, and things like that. Now that's just not counting the development of the wax. That took about a year.
Wow.
I was in the process of developing the waxes for either where I previously worked or was going to take it out on the market, and then I decided to open this, and we're going to keep it.
So it's not just a business; it's a science and
absolutely
experiments as well, which is very creative. How did you go about finding this location?
Through a realtor.
Through a realtor. And do you think it's good for all your customers to find you're getting proper business?
Absolutely. We have walk-ins. We have a lot of referrals. The bottom line is this. This is how I feel. You know, a lot of people say location is everything. I agree and I disagree with that. The reason why is this. I'm literally hidden in here, and we have an outstanding business because of our reputation and because of the outstanding work that we do, and we stand by everything that we do. Wow. That's why we have a good business.
So location isn't necessarily as important because your customer base is coming back.
Absolutely.
Excellent. And what were the exact legal licensing requirements to get this business started?
You have to have a salon license. You have to have a certificate. You have to have a business license through the state of Florida, Leon County, and you have to have, let me see what else. Yeah, that's better.
So how do you advertise and promote your business?
Word of mouth, Facebook, all the social media. We also do radio ads and billboards.
Who's your target customer?
My target customer is anybody who wants waxing.
Anyone who wants wax. So it's a variety of men and women and...
Men, women, not children, because I feel that there should be a certain age to get any type of waxing, except like if they want to start with brows, that's fine, you know, helping them learn how to groom and whatnot. But I mean, if you're a 9-year-old, you don't really need to be doing that right now.
And so you are...
To compromise that skin, you don't really want to do that.
So you're giving advice, not just, you know, looking out for your customer, not just the business side.
Absolutely. It's not all about the money, okay? I know, and I know a lot of businesses are like, oh, she's crazy. That's not true, okay? This is how I feel. This is how I've run my businesses in the past. I've taken... My first business was with $500.
Wow.
And my first year, I made over $100,000 with that business.
Wow.
Okay. Why it works is because not only we do an outstanding job, we stand by our products, we stand by our workmanship, we have outstanding customer service, but we're truthful. We're going to tell you the truth. We're going to be kind, we're going to be knowledgeable, and if there's something we don't know, we'll find out for you, or we will find the person that can give you that information.
Wow.
We're not going to make anything up. We don't lie to our clients. That's not who we are as professionals or a company.
Yeah, that's a great perspective. Very different than a lot of businesses these days.
If you do a good job and the clients are happy and you do use all those rules, the money will come.
And people come back.
That doesn't need to be your first priority. Your client needs to be your first priority and nothing else.
Very true. So a little bit about your employees. How do you select the employees that will fit your business? You spoke a little bit about it.
As far as our employees are concerned, they have to have the same values that we have. If you just want to say, I just want a paycheck and go home, you're not going to be part of my team. Because if you don't have that caring heart and really want to help somebody and do outstanding work and not worry about, oh, I need to get all this money in and out and in and out, you're not going to make it here.
So it's a very important quality, the caring.
Absolutely.
As your employee.
Absolutely. You need to care about your workmanship. You need to care about wanting to learn. I love them fresh out of school because they're not spoiled, they're not ruined. I can mold them, I can train them, and giving them thousands and thousands of dollars of knowledge for free.
Very, very good point.
Mm-hmm.
You spoke a little bit that your daughter works here and that it was a family business. So I guess you're not hesitant to work with family members because that
Absolutely
is
not,
in your. Has there been any problems working with family in the past?
No, I've grew up working with family. Basically, you have a mutual respect. My daughter has great strength with the computer, running the front desk. She does great, and I'm the talent with the waxing and the education, and we work very well together. And I also have another daughter that works here as a receptionist.
So you think keeping the family business is something that's very positive?
Absolutely. Plus, we have all the friends that work here, and they're all excellent. And these kids have all grown up with all of us. And Skylar actually is a receptionist here, and she is grown up with my family also.
Wow. And you think it's a lot of your culture from being Greek and it's how you were raised and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so because we have drive. This is just me, my family. But anybody that has whatever culture they're from has that drive to do great work and not be afraid of taking a chance can do anything.
It kind of reminds me of like My Big Fat Greek Wedding. They're all
it's true.
in the same restaurant business together.
I grew up in the restaurant business.
There we go. That's funny. What are your future plans? Are you planning on expanding, franchising?
Absolutely. We're actually in the process of opening up a second location the earliest of next month,
Wow.
which will probably be the first week in November. It's going to be on Gain Street, and that's going to be Bear Waxing. We are just strictly a waxing center. We don't provide any other service. And that'll be our second location. And yes, we do plan on expanding throughout the country.
Awesome. And what would you give advice to prospective entrepreneurs thinking about opening their own business?
If you want to open your own business, this is what I'm suggesting to you, is to work in the business with somebody else first. To see if you actually like it and then turns into love. Because if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
That's excellent advice.
And also the second one, successful people do what unsuccessful people don't do. That's not a piece of advice.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Victoria.